to strict though, strict. Understand? Only person I owe is myself. Strict. I went from strict to strict though, strict. Understand? Only person I owe is myself. Strict. I went from strict to strict though. Yes, people. Welcome back to the channel. Big Stricto here. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, whatever it is that these other YouTubers tell you to do, but do it for me. Match day, Arsenal 1, Chelsea 0, 4-2 on aggregate Caraboa Cup semi-finals. We are going to Wembley. The famous Arsenal, and we're going to Wembley. Woof. I just got in. Bro, first and foremost, it was flipping freezing. It was absolutely freezing out there. It was raining. It was cold. I just sort of had a bad feeling. I was thinking, the pitch is going to be wet. It's going to be one of them ones where, and I just felt it inside me. I don't know why, but I was thinking, we're going to get a red card. I can just see it. Someone just slipping and, because it's just PTSD. We've been here where we're so close, we can taste it. But something stupid always seems to happen at the last hurdle. But guess what? Thank God it didn't go how I thought it would go. It went exactly how I wanted it to go, which was Arsenal going through to Wembley. Unbelievable. Mikel Arteta, I salute you. I salute you. I salute you. Declan Rice, I salute you. Hincapié, big salute to Hincapié. In my opinion, our man of the match. He just was on it today. Absolutely fabulous performance. He wanted it today. He was one player. I'm not saying they didn't want it, but he was one player you can definitely say for sure wanted to win this game. And so he did. And that's another clean sheet, people. 2 games, 2 clean sheets. One against Leeds and one now against Chelsea. I mean, Chelsea, they had to come full guns. They had to come full guns. And you could easily how can I put it? Fall into the trap. They're on confidence after beating West Ham last minute goal. So they're buzzing. Maybe false confidence. But it was a game that we had to focus, we had to concentrate, we had to stick to our game plan, which was hold them down for as long as possible. And eventually they'll start throwing the kitchen sink and spaces will open up. And that's exactly what happened. We defended well. The balls, I'm sure it was a header from Hincapié to Rice to, on his weak foot, I believe, to Kai Havertz. Took it round the keeper, buried it, pointed at the flag. He pointed at the flag. At this point, we can say Kai Havertz does not give a fuck about Chelsea fans, or his legacy at Chelsea. He won them the Champions League. I can say now, he don't care. He hates Chelsea. He's made a point at every time he gets to play against Chelsea, to punish them. To absolutely punish them. It's not his first goal against Chelsea. You can see what this goals mean to him. Pointing at the flag is basically saying, you can eat my legacy there. I don't care about my legacy. I don't care. Because they treated him bad when he was over there. They treated him bad. We're showing him love over here. I don't know if Chelsea had a song for him, but we definitely got a song for him here. When I left the ground, in fact, when I was leaving my seat, it was just Zamina, for like 10, 20 minutes straight up until the train station. Like, nobody stopped singing Kai Havertz's song. So I think we can safely say he doesn't give a fuck about Chelsea. He's done so much for that club. He gave them their 2nd Champions League title. So, yeah, he's entitled to tell them, I've done my bit. You lot disrespected me. Now fuck off. And listen, it's one of them signings when we made, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that was thinking, Kai fucking Havertz, another Chelsea player. After we've had William Gallas, After we've had Peter Cech, another Chelsea player, and was spending 60 mil on another Chelsea player, had all my Chelsea friends calling me, laughing, said, ha, 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 ha. Bruv, we've just bumped you. We've just bumped you. Now look what that bump's done, bro. Now look, none of them picked up my call today. Not one man picked up my call today. We are flying right now. You couldn't ask for a better season so far. Obviously, we haven't achieved anything yet, but the journey so far is exactly how you get to succeeding and achieving something. This is exactly it. The Carabao Cup never ever meant nothing to me before. I'll be honest with you guys. I've been supporting Arsenal now since 1994. I was 9 years old. Since 1994, I've never seen us win the Carabao Cup. Never. I've seen us go into one final where we lost to Birmingham. But I think now it's probably the most important competition in Arsenal's current history. It's the most important competition in Arsenal's current history because it's the first competition up for grabs. It's the first cup up for grabs. I truly believe if we get this cup, if we win this cup, the boys will have a taste for it together. You know, this is the first final we've been in since the Wembley final in 2020. So these group of boys have never been in a final together. You think about it, we had Aubameyang, Lacazette, Pepe, who was even in goal? Emi Martinez. Now these boys are a new bunch. I mean, if you look at the lineup, maybe Gabriel's probably the only one, if Gabriel even played, that probably survived that last Wembley final. So for these man, this is it. This is a fresh competition, a fresh final for them. Big Gabby, Saliba, Madueke, Rice, Trossard, Martinelli, all these lot. I couldn't be happier, man. Honestly, I couldn't be happier. And now for a competition I never cared about, all of a sudden it means the world to me. It means the world to me. So big up all of you. Make sure you like, make sure it's a late one. It's a late one. Training match went well. Now on to Wembley. See you in May. Yes, Gibbs. See you in May, bro. See you in May. Like years. Because Wenger never took this competition serious. This is a competition he used to always put the youth in. But if you look at in recent history, all the successful managers have had to have a rite of passage through Carabao Cup. Klopp did it and Pep did it. They had to win that first trophy of the season to lead on to other things. And now I think Arteta can see that now. Arteta can see, all right, cool, we got to take this serious. Last season, we could have got the final last season, but we was very toothless. You know, but this season, we fixed that. Look how ruthless we was at Chelsea. We could have been even more ruthless. This tie could have been over at Stamford Bridge. 4-1. 4-1, and we could have had our ladies team playing tonight, bro. But you can see the difference. You can see where we've learned from the past. Newcastle last season, we had this stage fright. Stage fright. Do you get what I'm saying? And now there's this thing of want to go that next level up now. Big up Skip. Big up Skip. You know, big up Skip. Oh, was that you? Yeah, Skip, yeah? Yeah. Nah, sick meeting you as well, my bro. You know? So it was, yeah, I feel like each time I look at every game we play, I literally can see the lessons learned from previous seasons. Was the game today entertaining? No, it wasn't. But it didn't need to be. It didn't need to be. We didn't need to get sucked into that whole trying to perform, trying to be back and forth and get involved in a lot of these emotional rigmarole. We didn't need to get involved in that. If Chelsea want to win the cup, then they have to come at us. They have to come at us. And they couldn't. It's not like they didn't. They just couldn't. They couldn't find any spaces down the left, couldn't find any spaces down the right, couldn't find any spaces down the middle. They were literally restricted to 30-yard shots and set pieces. Like people cuss us for having set. You should have seen what Chelsea were doing every time they had a corner or a free kick. You'd have seen what they were doing. We've deserved this. We've, as Arsenal fans, we need to celebrate this. Yes, the job is not over yet, but we need to celebrate the progression of this club. We're learning every single time. Arteta's learning. It's his first job. You can see he's learning. Us as fans are learning him, and we're learning this new experience again. What it feels like to be taken serious again. We haven't felt this in such a long time, bro. In such a long time. This is what I'm saying. When I say I'm giving this man the credit, when I say I'm giving this man the credit, this is exactly what I mean. I'm giving him the credit because of the journey, bro. And it's not stagnant. This guy is learning at the job and he's learning fast. You know, we didn't need to I'll call you back here. I'm just on live. I'll call you back. You know, we didn't need to go out there and prove anything to no one. And that's why at the end, his plan literally, he's just suckered Liam Rosina. I showed him, look, you're still a rookie. I was once in your chair. Now I'm a master now. I'm sat with the masters now. You know, Chelsea, I saw them bring on Cole Palmer and Esteval to try to change things up. They were putting on the attacking options. But defensively, we are solid. They literally fell into our hands. Hincapie's header, Declan Rice. I haven't even watched it back yet, people. I haven't even watched it back. I was on the train coming back and I was like, nah, this is not the right environment yet. Let me just get home, sit down, watch it on the big screen and, you know, take it all in. You know, guys, make sure you check out my In the Stands episode. I was at the game. Lynn, hello? Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I haven't watched it back, but I'm going to enjoy this, especially those Chelsea fans who were bragging about having a best team, world champions, and this, that, and the other, and they've won trophies, and even in their bad spells, they win trophies, and us in our super era can't seem to get nothing over the line, and Chelsea knows what it means when it's serious and when it's game time, they get it done. What did they do, bro? What did they do? If it wasn't for our error at Stamford Bridge, this game would have been dead, dead, dead. But Kai Havertz, bro, I'm telling you now, yeah, at the start of the season, everyone was like, there's no way Kai Havertz should start at Old Trafford. It's got to be Gyökeres. It's got to be Gyökeres. Let's be honest, bro. Kai Havertz is our best striker. Kai Havertz is our best striker. And it's not because I'm saying he's particularly better than Gyökeres, but he's been at Arsenal. So he knows these lot. He knows the runs to make. He knows, he knows these boys. He's had the bit of bedding time. Gyökeres hasn't. Maybe when Gyökeres does, and maybe even in fact, is it crazy to say that Gyökeres' presence has brought out the best in Havertz? Look how he's bulked up. He might have looked at Gyökeres, thought, "Raw, this guy's hench. I gotta try it, build up, so at least I can compete with him in stature." He wins all these aerial duels, Kai. He wins all these aerial duels. He looked like he's added a yard of pace. Remember the Emirates Cup? Remember that goal he scored in the Emirates Cup? You've never seen Kai Havertz do that since he's been in England. You've never seen that. But that finish there, that finish today, bro. Like I lost my head. I saw him take it round the keeper, and I had man just standing up in front of me, so I couldn't even see it. Next minute, I just heard the scream, so I knew it was in. Do you get what I'm saying? But I didn't see him point at the badge until later on, until when I got in, and I seen him pointing at the badge. That guy, people, will go down as an Arsenal legend. Kai Havertz will go down as an Arsenal legend, much like how RVP went to United, and his legacy at Arsenal is done. Like he doesn't come back to Arsenal. RVP doesn't come back to Arsenal unless it's involving Man United. He already made his bed. That's his bed there, and he's sleeping in it. He's a United legend. He's definitely not an Arsenal legend, and that's what Kai Havertz is doing. He's showing the Chelsea fans, I don't care about you lot's club. I am finally at a big club. I am finally at a place where I'm loved and welcomed. Generally, when I saw Kai Havertz coming on today, bro, he had the biggest cheer. The fans gave him the biggest cheer. Biggest cheer, which is crazy when you think about the journey and that what it was like when he first came and all of that storm that he came under. But he genuinely got the biggest cheer. When he got injured last season, we were pissed. You know, everyone wanted Gyökeres, me included. I was like, yeah, get Gyökeres, get a killer. But when you really look at how we play, Gyökeres' style doesn't really suit our style unless we change it up. Unless we change it up to suit him. I think that's too much of a change to make for one player because we're still getting goals in other areas. We're still getting goals in other areas. So it's too much. I think it's for him to learn his teammates rather than us having to adjust to him. Our midfield is dull without Odegaard in it. Is it just 100%? I said that on my AFTV interview. I just Eze just hasn't clicked yet. Hasn't clicked yet. Eze is on, and it's crazy because pre-season I said go out and get Eze and we'll win the league hands down. I said that. Get me Eze and Rodrigo, Arsenal. I even put my I put my citizenship on the line, people. Get me Eze, Arsenal win the league. If we don't, take my citizenship. Take it away. Take it away. That's how confident I was if we got Eze. But when I watch him play, he just looks so lost. He doesn't know when to press. He doesn't know when to sit back. He just looks so lost. Yes, when he gets the ball, he's very nice on the ball. But at times it's not really effective. He's had that one game against Spurs, which I think has done the world of good for him. But he seems like he hasn't kicked on since that game. It's almost like Jack Wilshere and Barcelona. That one game that keeps your name in people's mouth. But bro, at this stage, we need people to carry the team and not the team to carry. This is the stage. This is the big stage now. We're trying to win the league, trying to win the Champions League, trying to win the Caraboa, trying to win the FA Cup. Yeah, fine. We might not win all of them, but we've got to win something. The league right now, I keep saying it's ours to win, much as it is Man City's, Villa, anyone. But obviously, we're in a strong position. So I expect us to kick on and be consistent. But that can only happen when players in key positions are turning up. Odegaard hasn't been turning up. I'm saying that. I know he hasn't been turning up. But I more rather see Odegaard's output than I am to see Eze's. I know what I get with Odegaard. I know he's gonna press. I know he's gonna lead from the front. I know he's good at taking our corners from the right hand side when we swap with Saka. I know he can take a free kick. Not necessarily score them, but he can find them. He can find them. I know you can do all of that. He might not be on form now, but I'd rather see him than Eze. Out there, I've seen Eze literally in midfield. His defensive duties, baller just skipping through him, and then he remembers. Then he starts reacting, and by that time, Chelsea's midfield is already advanced into our defense. He's got to switch on. And I know I'm probably being harsh on it because when he was at Palace, that wasn't his role at Palace. His role was giving the ball, he'll make things happen. But what people got to realize, our Arsenal, the standard and the level of expectations, far supersedes any other club. Our last trophy was 2020. Our last league, our last league title was in 2004. We've never won the Champions League, and we haven't won the League Cup since 1993. So if you're talking about all the traditional tops or top 4, top 5 teams, we are hungry. Even Spurs have won something. So we can't bring in players and expect for them to gel or want them to. I mean, we want them to gel, but we can't be patient enough for them to gel. And I'm sorry. It could be Eze, it could be Madueke, it could be Hincapié, could be Kepa. I don't care. You've got to come in now and get ready. I'm not sentimental to one player. I'm not. Saka's having a shit season. Shaka's having a shit season, and I'll say it. He's having a shit season, and he might have to hold bench. I think the difference with Saka is that he's got credit in the bank. The injuries haven't really helped him. He was injured pre-Leeds. They said it wasn't that serious. He might start today, but he didn't. Madueke started. Don't think he had a particularly great game. He had an okay game. I think a lot of them had an okay game, you know. But we were united. We were together, a unit, and that's what got us through. Absolutely, the scenes at the Emirates, people. The scenes at the Emirates. Let me see if anyone wants to jump on the live. Let's get a conversation going. I'll put it there. Mm, how do I pin this? Yeah, I put it there. Feel free to click on there. Let's talk. I know it's late night. It's half one, but I've still got so much energy. I probably won't be going to sleep for a couple hours. Is the heating on? Yeah, the heating is on. Ah, man, that was worth it, man. That was worth it. That was worth it. Who was your man? Who was your man of the match? For me, it's got to be Piero, man. I thought Piero was fantastic today, man. Headed every ball. Yeah, he was everywhere today. He was he was harassing Chelsea attackers, man. For me, hands down. I thought Gabriel had a solid game as well. The defense, to be fair, Timber had a solid game. Um, Kepa, oh man, there was a point where Brendan nearly gave me a heart attack, man. Like, you can see the game in front of you. Why are you giving the ball to Zumba Mendy in such a congested area? And at that point is when Chelsea was building. So he could have gone long, he could have gone Gabriel, but he chose Zubimendi. And that's what I'm saying, there's the little details there, because that goes wrong, Chelsea then perhaps nick a goal, and then we get involved in this emotional rigmarole, like I said. But I think we stayed away from being in it. We stayed away from engaging, and essentially Chelsea that had to spend all their emotional energy in trying to get this game back. But even when I look at it, they just couldn't. They really couldn't. They tried every avenue. They brought on Palmer. They brought on Estevar. They just couldn't. They just couldn't. Even Achimpong, they tried to push him up top as well. Just wasn't working. You know, and if you're gonna come to the Emirates, you're gonna need more than luck and a prayer. I think they looked at the Man United game and thought, you know what, if we're gonna win here, it's going to have to be spectaculars. And I could see them taking shots from 30 yards out, 20 yards out, nothing. And then we need to have to talk about this Cole Palmer guy as well. Like, this world class talk. Every time I've watched this guy play, he's boxed standard. He's boxed standard. Every time I've watched Cole Palmer play, and the hype around this guy, like, if he goes to World Cup, yeah, I not that I care what England do, yeah, but if he goes to World Cup, it has to be the Tuchel and the Chelsea connection. Because Cole Palmer is wasted going on that plane. Absolutely wasted going on that plane. I see him, yeah, he takes the ball and, like nice little touches, but most of the time he tries to force things that aren't there. He tries to force things that aren't there. So I'm not having Cole Palmer at all. Um Iron Hyde says Timber on the ball is painful to watch. Really? Explain that, my bro. Explain that. I thought Timber was fantastic today. Reason why we can't get the best out of our attackers is that we're too systematic. We like free roams in our style and formation. That might be the case. That might be the case. But I tell you what, whatever we're doing right now is effective. If you look at the seasons where we have been free flowing, we have been cutting edge. Where did that really get us? Now we're getting rival fans complaining that, oh, set piece FC, long throw FC, own goal FC. It's because they can't laugh at us losing anymore. They can't call us butlers anymore. So whatever this is, it might not be the greatest thing to watch, but I'd rather this and get over the line. We can worry about free flowing football next season. And listen, I still think we need another creative player. I still think we need another creative player. Maybe someone, I don't know, it's gonna be hard to get a player on loan in September. I mean, it can happen, but usually clubs want to sell players, don't they? In the summer window. I think it's more loans in January more than the summer window. But we've got Eze. I think Eze will come into it, but I think we have to just wait and see. He doesn't pass forward. Just nah. But I think with Timber, I think he's got a relationship with Madueke. He's got a relationship with Saka as well. But I think he's been on form these last couple of weeks, but he's still solid. He's still solid. It's no denying that his form's been off. But in general, I think the team in like as a collective has been off, but we're still grinding. We're still finding a way to win. And certainly not to lose. So I think he had a bad game against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. He wasn't when he was put on the left. I think Estevar kind of ripped him. Today when Estevar was on Chelsea's left. He had to switch. He had to switch to the right because he was getting no joy out of Timber. But listen, the football's not great. But where did the great football take us, people? Where did free and fluent football take us? And I'm not saying we can't play free and fluent football, but I think there's a lot of how we're doing it right now is very much Marino style. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's very much centered around defense and then go from there. We're not really putting balls in behind and players getting behind. We're either going down the flanks, putting the ball in the box. That's what we're doing. It's a numbers game. It's a ratio game. With relying on ratio. See the corners we had today. Chelsea tried to move three men. I was so confused. I was looking at our corner. All of a sudden, I see three Chelsea players leave the box. I didn't realize what they were doing. I thought something was happening. And then I clocked and I was like, oh, these lot watch Match of the Day when Shay Given was saying the only way to stop Arsenal is to move players out, three players out of the box. Then the Arsenal have to follow and put three players, follow and tracking those three players. Okay, so how'd that work out for you? How'd that work out for you? Because they don't like, it's the congestion that kills teams. Is the congestion when you have Hincapie or whether it's Calafiori or whether it's Saliba and Gabby. Like so that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to decongest that 6 yard box. Didn't work out for them. We didn't need the set piece. We did not need the set piece. Yes, it's a strong feature of our game, but it's not the only feature on our game. Today was very much Marino. This was Marino type style. Sort of just hold the back line. I know Chelsea gonna get desperate. When we get the chance, we have to be effective with it. Declan Rice there. It wasn't Cappy at first, then Declan Rice. And then Kai Havertz. I don't know. I'm not too sure Gyökeres scores that. I'm not too sure Gyökeres scores that. What do you lot think? I'm not too sure Gyökeres scores that. Let me see if I can share the screen. Lebu Makima. Big up yourself too, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate the kind words, man. I appreciate the kind words. Go and run up the views on the my latest video in the stands. Oh, we've got Sass. I told him he's not coming on until you change your name, Sass. Let me see. Gender Sass. Gender Sass. Okay. Change his name. All right. Um, Sass.
What up? What up? What up? Stricto? What up?
What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Talk to me.
Yo, man. What a great
Talk to
win.
me.
What a great win, bro. I mean, let's
What
start with.
what impressed you? What was the most impressive part of that win?
I told you last 2 days that actually Arteta built this team for himself. He knew what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kane, Hinkapie, bro. Before I come to Hinkapie, I think Arteta came to this season with defensively sophisticated, midfield wise, and downed. And then whatever happens up front, I mean, it is what it is. And I think he's actually directing the narrative on
Mm-hmm.
how this season is going to play.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to the rest of the players to follow the lead. That's it. And before I go to my next statement, I have to talk about Kai Havertz. I
Okay.
told you I'll be looking forward to what he's going to bring to this team
Mm-hmm.
from now to the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
He's been consistent so far for the past 2 days. I mean, for the past two games.
Very consistent.
But then let me talk about the game. One of my players of the season,
Mm-hmm.
Hinkapie, bro. Hinkapie, bro. Oh man, I don't know who actually gave Arteta the idea to go in for Hinkapie and Mosquera. These were two elite signings that is
Under
actually
the
under the radar. It has been
under the
swept.
radar.
It's been
Mm-hmm.
swept under the radar, but these are
Mm-hmm.
two elite signings.
Facts.
Do you know at some point in time these two guys actually held the back when Saliba and Gabriel wasn't around? These
Mm-hmm.
two
Mm-hmm.
guys.
Mm-hmm.
That should tell you a
Mm-hmm.
lot, bro. That should tell
And
you a lot.
we really didn't notice the difference. We didn't know. I mean, you can see there were difference. That Villa game, for instance, Hincapié maybe could have kicked the ball out, and we could have sort of
That's
got the
fine.
draw.
That's fine.
But
That's
but
fine. Look,
he's
I
recovered.
mean,
He's
I
recovered from the.
actually, you could tell that he had sustained that time. I think Gabriel was out, so he has sustained that center back up to that point, and I felt his tiredness. He was tired,
Mm,
you know, running around. That Villa game was meant to be lost. I think. I think it was meant to be lost. You know, it was a hard fought, but at the end of the day, Bundia got us, which was a nice goal. We'll take it. I mean, we took it. We took it the hard way, dust ourselves, and then look forward. And then here we are.
here we
This is a
are.
statement. This is a statement win. Chelsea, on the other hand, came to park the bus the first half. That was the tactics. Let me try stopping us now from scoring in the first half,
Hmm.
and then I'll gamble with my Garnachos and my Cole Palmers,
Esteval.
Esteval, who was pocketed by Timber, and then he ran
He
and
ran to the
came.
other wing.
He ran from from Vampire, he came to fire.
Yeah, yeah,
he,
yeah, yeah,
he,
yeah.
he ran from Vampire and came to fire to Inkapi, bro. Like what
What
was he? What was he thinking about? Yeah,
what did you make of our tactics, Arteta's tactics today? Like, I've likened it to Marino, where the football isn't pleasant, but it's effective.
like I said, Stricto. Arteta came to this season defensively sophisticated,
Hmm.
at midfield and down, bro. The forward can do whatever, and then you actually have the players to hurt you up front. He has Eze, he has Odegaard, he has Saka, he had Madueke, he has the lethal man G14, Jokeris.
What did you make of his performance today? And be on Sas, agenda Sas. Be honest. What did you make of Yokeres' performance today?
I mean, Jokeris is still Jokeris. Like I told you, I'm not expecting a Jesus-esque type of flair from Jokeris. No, I'm not, and I'm never going to go against Jokeris, man. I needed that player in my team,
Hmm.
and he's still Jokeris. We have to find a
Hmm.
way to play around him. But guess what?
So you
I
think
think,
we have to find
mhm.
a way for him rather than he find a way for us?
Nah, bro. Jokeris is not that player that's gonna grab the bull by the horn and save us. No, I've given up on that. We all thought he was that kind of player, but nah. You have to find out. Hey, you already paid the 65. Well, how much? 50, 55? Yeah, you already paid the 55
I
million,
think it
bro.
was 60. I think it was 58, 60 around that figure.
Okay. I mean, you
So
already paid.
let me ask you this. So are you saying, yeah, is it easier for us to mold our game around him or for him to mold his game around us? Which one
Nah,
is more?
just mold the game around him, bro. Because he's never gonna give you any skillful touch. He's not gonna beat two man, and
But
get and find a pass.
that's not how
He's
we play, though. We don't need him to do that. We just need him to be in the box when the ball comes in. You saw the goal he scored against Leeds United. That's the
yeah.
perfect Arsenal goal. The wingers do their job, put the ball in the box. Someone's got to be at the end, and
If you're
that's how
lucky,
he's got to learn.
yeah. If you're lucky, and he runs behind the player and find the ball, he's gonna get the touch. But if you're not lucky, he stands there with his weight and not run behind a player, or that not wasn't him run behind for a true pass, then you have to deal with it, bro. What are you gonna do?
I mean, he got that ball through the other day. I can't remember who passed it to him. He was through on goal. I think it might have been Trossard. I think, or maybe
Yeah,
Rice.
Trossard.
It was
Yeah,
Trossard, right? Trossard
yeah,
again finds
yeah.
him.
Mhm,
He's through on goal, similar to Carrot, wherever they go, Carrot Almighty, yeah.
mhm, mhm,
And he wastes it, you know. And at this point, I'm like, if you want to succeed at Arsenal, I've no doubt he probably will. But
mhm.
chances like that in games like that, where I think it was 2-0 up at the time, right? Even though 2-0 is a dangerous lead. If he scores that, it's 3-0. Bob's your
And he
uncle.
did score.
The game's done. But I'm saying that chance in particular, before he scored his goal, right? At that point, you score that, the game's done. You know, it's
Mhm.
an easier chance than the one he actually scored, in my opinion.
Let's not forget that is his first season in the Premiership. He needs to lose weight as well. I think if he's able to control at least lose at least 20 pounds, he'll be okay. You
What the
know,
fuck is what the fuck is £20? What's that? Do kg,
20,
bro. We don't do pounds here.
20 pounds will be.
£20 in kg. Let me see. £20 in kgs. Nine k. 9 kilos.
I mean, that's
Wow,
fine.
that's a lot, you know,
Yeah, I mean, he can.
bro. That's a lot,
I mean, can she? I
bro.
mean, he can.
That's over a stone and a half.
I mean, he can, bro.
Nah,
He can.
that's over a stone and a half.
I think if he's able to control that, right now, I wouldn't doubt that you and him are probably weigh the same. He's a
Cool.
tall guy
Me
too.
and
He's a
Yokeres.
tall guy too. I think he's around 6'1", 6'2".
But we might be the same height. But me, he's not my weight, bro. I promise you. If Yokeres is my weight, yeah, then we're fucked. We're fucked. What am I? Hold on.
But
Let
I
me see.
think
What am
he's
I
probably
in?
210. I think so. I think he's probably 210 pounds. Sorry for doing the calculation in pounds, bro. But then again, look, strict to what
Two
we can
ten.
do.
What's 210? Let me see. I'm 216 according to Google.
You're 216.
Um, yeah, I'm 216, and
You
that's
probably
me right
210.
now on my weight on my. I think previously
Probably has Anthony Joshua's weight.
I was 260 prior, and I've trimmed down to
That's
210.
good, bro. That is good.
So Gyökeres is 90. Nah, it can't be 95 kg, bro. That's too heavy for that's too heavy.
Yeah, sure.
Nah, bro, 210, two on two. Nah, that's
Yeah,
too heavy for
and
a Premier League footballer.
if he's not 95 kg, he should have scored that goal from Leeds because he had
That's
like three foot ahead of that defender. When
I think he's probably about 85 kg, which is what 85 kg is about.
then he should have scored that goal because he
But
was it was
I don't
like
think the weight is an issue because he was able to get away from his man. So he's got
because he
something.
has. Do you realize that he has the speed?
He's got the speed, but what happened was the touch he took to put him there then meant he needed another touch to push it away from him. And by the time he was trying to get that touch, the defender closed him down.
I
That was
don't
what
really
the issue
think
was.
I don't really think he had a bad touch. I think it was a good touch.
Nah, is the touch. Is the touch. Is the touch. If you go and look at it again, you'll see the touch he took, right, which was good to take him away, but it wasn't good enough to maybe pull him off to actually take a shot from that touch. He needed another touch again, you know.
Yeah,
But Lejan, let's not even harper on that. Who would you
yeah.
want? Who would you want? Who would you
I
want in that?
mean, I'm happy. I'm happy that now we have Jesus, we have him, we have Havertz. I'm so sad. I'm so sad that Merino is out for the season. That's my
Is he out
striker.
for the
Yeah,
season?
Merino.
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah, he's
think
getting the
yeah.
foot surgery, isn't it? Yeah.
That's a more yeah. Most of the what's the name news outlets. I mean, ruled
Journalist.
him out. They ruled him out for the season.
So who would you want in that final now?
Like anybody, bro. Anybody. But I'll
Anybody can get.
yeah, anybody. I'll prefer what's the name? City. Because we know Gabriel is gonna man mark that idiot, bro. You know he's gonna
I don't like playing City for
nah,
one reason
bro. Let
only,
them
yeah.
come, bro. Let them
Is the
come.
it's the extenuating factors, yeah. The officials. That's the reason why I don't like
Officially,
playing City.
have you realized about one thing about them? They are 45 minutes team, bro. They
Yeah,
are 45 minutes
this
team.
season. Yeah, this season. For
They are
sure.
45 minutes team. Look, they play 45 against Brighton. The next 45, they collapse. Good
Yeah.
45 against Chelsea at home. The next 45, they collapse.
Yeah.
Good 45 against Percy, shitty team. The next 45, they collapse. They're 45 team. They can't stand us. Look, like I said, look, Arteta actually built this team,
Mm.
you know, defensively sophisticated and midfield and down, bro. To last him, this was the same team that played Leeds. You know that, right? The same back line.
Yeah.
Raya is the only one that's not in the post.
Yeah.
It's the same team, probably. Maybe Trossard was on bench. That's it. And then Eze coming in.
Maybe like free changes.
Three changes. It's not far. If you look at it. Then again, look. I want people to now realize that this is the Premiership. It's not gonna get easier. For you to win the Premiership, you have to be exceptional. And I'm glad. Look, Arteta is controlling this league. He's controlling how this season is playing, and it's flying under their noses. They haven't realized that Arteta is controlling this narrative, bro. City
Yeah.
themselves know they're not capable of catching up to Arsenal. If even today, Arsenal was 1 point ahead of them, they couldn't have taken Arsenal. They couldn't. Like I always tell you, we'll see it out. It's just that the flashbacks sometimes when we let Arteta down, then we begin to get flashbacks like, yo, is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? When is it gonna happen? You get me? But then
Have
again,
we
now we've
have we forgotten that Man United is the Man United defeat forgotten now? Is that we've gone past that now? We're moving past that, yeah?
nah. Oh, nah. Look, for you to beat,
We have
for
to
you
though.
to
We
be
have
able to defeat this Arsenal team stricter, you have to score two wild goals, two incredible goals like Man United. One early goal
Mm,
in the second half, and probably later was a banger in the 80th or 90th minute. That's the only way you can beat Arsenal. Other than that, you're not beating
mm.
Arsenal. And guess what? That is not happening every day because lightning does not strike twice at the same time. You get me?
What? Okay,
At the same
let
place
me
at the
ask you
same
this
time.
question. Yeah,
So
let me ask you this question. Yeah,
yeah.
I know you're talking about we've lost games due to like great goals. Like Soberslai's great goal, and then
Hmm.
we had the great goal from Cunha, and before that from Dogu.
Hmm.
Now going into the final, yeah, who would you want to start in goal?
You saw what?
Who would you want to start in goal in the
I mean,
final?
keep Kepa. Kepa is a good. He's a good goalkeeper. That was a good backup. I told you, Arteta's
So,
recruitment is solid, bro. Him and his team, their recruitment, solid, solid, bro. But you have Kepa as your backup, bro. That is no joke. That is no
so what do you like?
that is
What
why
do you
look
like
strictly.
From Kepa that you don't get from David Raya? Like, what would you say? Like, what part of Kepa's game is better than David Raya's? I'm asking this. I'm not trying to be flippant. I'm just asking you that.
PKs, penalty shootouts.
Mm.
Yeah, penalty shootouts. I think
Okay,
I
penalties.
would rather trust Kepa in the post in the penalty shootout than Raya.
So do you think Arteta will keep
Oh, definitely,
will keep
definitely.
will keep Kepa? Because I mean, I suppose he's probably the only time Kepa's probably gonna.
It's a calling cup. He's gonna keep him. I didn't know Chelsea had or took this cup serious to the extent that they were crying on the pitch. Fofana,
Yeah.
surprise, crying because of a crying because of a calling cup, bro. Yo,
You
these
know, you
guys,
know what's
world
you know
champions.
what's
We told them that summer cup was full of some shit
preseason
teams over there, man.
preseason
These guys, man. Look up.
glorified Emirates Cup.
Just say what?
Glorified Emirates Cup. That's what that thing is. You know what? I met Fafana in the summer.
Yeah.
I met him in the summer. Big him up.
Uh-huh.
Because my cousin's a Chelsea fan.
Yeah.
Where was that? I was in Oxford Street, and I was getting to my car, and I saw him with his family. Like I didn't even realize he was a Muslim. I saw him with his family,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure it was his wife. I'm sure she had a hijab. Maybe it might have been his sister. I don't know. But
Yeah.
I asked him. I said, "Oh, Wesley, can I get a video of you?" Just so I gave him my cousin's name. Just say my cousin, because he would love. My cousin's a Chelsea fan, so I got him to say big up my cousin and whatever, whatever. And then I sent it to my cousin, and my cousin
That's
was
what's up.
fucking happy, like because
That's
he's in
what's up, bro.
Nigeria. He was fucking happy. So
That's what's up.
Fofana is one of them players because he
Yeah.
done that. I sort of feel
You know what? Actually,
I sort of
it's
feel
because of
sorry
the
for.
injuries. That's what let him down, bro. Other than that, he's a
Yeah,
good defender from Leicester. He was a good
because
defender, man.
remember him and Saliba were monsters when they were in
Exactly.
France. They played
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
They
Even
played
when
together. They
Saliba
were
got into the
monsters.
Premiership and he was still playing for Leicester, like they were toe to toe.
Yeah,
He was whenever Saliba is mentioned, he was mentioned. Up until
yeah.
these idiots signed him. Uh, but then again, they didn't have any game plan. I mean, they didn't lay any gloves on us. You get me? Barring that shot, I'll say that it's actually a half chance from Fernandez, right? Oh,
Okay, yeah.
other than yeah, apart from that, I think we had it in control. We knew what we were doing. We knew when to unleash the what's the name, the final blow. And look, like it couldn't have been anybody else but Kai, bro. I was happy it was I was happy it was Kai, bro. I mean, it stunned them, and it is one of the moments that they will forever live through. They will forever
He
remember.
he's cemented his legacy as an Arsenal player. He's said to Chelsea fans, "I don't care what I did with you. Like, I don't care about the Champions League." Pointing at the badge there, yeah,
Yeah,
is him announcing himself as an Arsenal player.
yeah.
And usually players score and they put their hand up, and it's like,
Hmm.
every time Havertz has scored against Chelsea, he is
Hmm.
celebrated in full fashion. But today's one was no denying. He dislikes Chelsea. He's drawn a line in the sand and saying, "Yeah,
Well, you see what they did to him,
my
bro.
club."
You see what they did to him, or what they kept doing to him.
Yeah,
Calling him all sort of things. That is why I don't agree with Curtis. And every time he calls him a name, he wants to call him a donkey and stuff. Nah, bro, that's too
who
far, bro.
calls him that?
Curtis.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, Curtis Shaw.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
He calls Havertz a donkey.
I don't really like. Look, Arteta knows what he's doing. He signed. Look, Kai is like Merino. Is another form of Merino. If you look at it,
A
because
stronger Marino.
they're not great in the midfield,
Mm,
but there's something about them. They're clutch players, bro. They will give you something, when you need it, and that is
mm,
why I love them. You know, Merino is that kind of person. When we needed a goal in Newcastle, he, all of a sudden he popped up with a header. That was a great header. That was a
mm.
great goal, bro. That is why I would have loved Marino to see this season through, but he's injured. Look, go get me to Tonali, bro. Give me Tonali. I want to see Tonali in that midfield. If you don't get Tonali, give me Rogers, please, Mikel. I want you to solidify that midfield because the work that your man was doing today in the midfield, bro. He was covering for Eze and Zubimendi.
Rice. What
Declan
a
Rice, bro.
what a player.
Eze, you see, now I see why Mikel has been benching Eze. He doesn't know who to mark.
This what was I telling you in our last conversation? I told you this in our last conversation. I said, what Eze literally he's so lost. He doesn't know when to press. He doesn't know when to slip behind. He's literally like doesn't have a clue.
He doesn't know where his max man is. His max man was an Cole Palmer. And how many times did they get the ball to Cole Palmer? If not for Rice and Gabriel, who were actually look, Gabriel made sure that he magged Joao Pedro. Other than that, Joao Pedro had that was a very good game. He had a very good game. It's just that Gabriel couldn't let him out, bro. Gabriel
Yeah,
couldn't let him.
Gabriel was on his ass. Like he was giving
Yo,
him a
bro. The
physical
same man
battle.
marking he gave what's his name, Calvin Lewin, is the same man. If Gabriel wants to man mark you,
It's a long
bro,
day for you.
that's
It's a
it for
long
you,
day.
bro.
It's a long day for
Gerard
you.
Porter, I think he's the first player that I see had a little bit of gameplay when being man marked by Gabriel. Other than that, hardly do you see a striker, getting out of the wrath of what's his name, the fold of Gabriel. If he man marks you, that's it. It's over.
It's a long day.
I mean, you can run around Saliba because Saliba is a bit slow. He has heavy legs sometimes. I call him the heavy leg, the heavy leg defender, man. Saliba, oh, bro. Anyway, look,
So
like I
what do you
said,
expect? So you're expecting? So you think this is a competition that we will win from this point on?
oh, definitely. If we play with the same intensity we did uh, last against Leeds and today, yes, you
What's
can see that.
crazy is I don't think we've even got out of gear this season. I
Now,
honestly don't think like I can say if I look at the 20 or maybe we've even played 30 games this season, including Champions League, yeah, 30 odd games.
Victor, if
I
it
don't
doesn't,
think we've
if
come
it
out of
doesn't,
gear.
if it doesn't break, don't fix it, bro. If it doesn't break, don't fix it. Look, we've seen moments where we got out of gear with Granit Xhaka, Thomas Partey, and Odegaard in the midfield, where
Mm.
we were playing beautiful footballs. We've seen all of that, bro. We rose the girl, gave her a ring, bought her wedding dress, and then when it got to the wedding day, we see the girl run away from us, bro. We've done all of that, bro.
Done all of it.
Now we're not following our hearts. We're
Yeah,
using our heads now, bro, and
yeah.
that's what we're going with. If we want to go with the set pieces, let us go with it. I mean, let them cry, bro. And in 2019, these guys were praising Liverpool
Mm-hmm.
for being masters at set piece because they
That's set
had
pieces.
what's the name? What's the name of that kid that they're insulting now?
Trent.
Trent
Yeah,
Alexander-Arnold.
yeah.
You know, they were praising Liverpool for getting trophies with mastering set pieces.
Yeah,
Today, they find ESPN is finding ways to shame us to say that we are what destroying the narrative of the English football. No,
yeah.
no, bro. 3 seasons, 3 second, 3 second positions. Nah, we're not taking that anymore, bro. We're not taking. Look, by hook or crook, however it is we're gonna win this trophy, Arteta has to get it. Has to get us this trophy. We don't
What,
care,
what
bro.
what what did you think of? Did you see Chelsea like? So when we had the corners, they pulled 3 players out the box. I don't know what. Do you watch Match of the Day?
No, I didn't watch much of the day.
So Match of the Day. I don't know if you're in you're not in England, are you?
No, 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 no. I'm in the state.
Okay. So Match of the Day is like it's a Saturday football. So that's where we get you get all the Premier League football, right? It's a Premier League show. So one of
Yeah, I
the
know much of the day. Yeah.
okay, so one of the analyzers there, former Newcastle goalkeeper Shay Given, he was saying, I don't understand why teams don't pull back their players, free players, into the halfway line, which would then, of course, mean free Arsenal players have to track those players back, and then the box would be less congested. He literally said that on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Today, Chelsea employed that same tactic. Every corner we had, they pulled 3 players back.
Oh,
And it
really?
was so, I don't know if you saw it, it was so stupid. Like the fans were actually laughing at how stupid it was. Like every corner, literally, Shay Given said this on Saturday. On
Yeah,
Tuesday, Chelsea
yeah,
are playing those same. They haven't got a flipping clue. They haven't got a flipping clue. They think it's just because of the congestion, but it's more
yeah,
than that. It's the
yeah,
delivery, it's the
yeah.
positioning. Do you get what I'm
Look,
saying?
those set pieces are inevitable, bro. Just deal with
Exactly.
it, bro.
They custom made them set pieces. They're not set
Yeah,
pieces.
bro.
Not regular.
Y-
It's
Yeah,
not regular schmegular set pieces. If you
yeah.
look, Declan Rice puts his hand up. That's a trigger for something. If Saka
Mm-hmm.
puts his hand up, that's a trigger for. I even
And
heard
now
someone.
Madueke is mastering at set pieces
He's
now.
he's, he's getting good at it. I even heard
He's getting good at it.
I can't remember who it was. I think it was Dan Byrne was saying sometimes the trigger is not even by the hands up. The trigger is by David Raya where he's standing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Dan Byrne of Newcastle saying that sometimes when Arsenal have a set piece, there's a trigger where David Raya will stand in a particular position, and that's a code for something.
Oh, okay.
That's what he was saying. That obviously he played against us, so he was saying that. I was like, wow. So the set piece thing is well and truly designed, deliberate to give us the advantage, to give us the extra edge. And listen, I welcome it. Like
All
I'm
day,
not listening to no Arsenal fan telling me, "Oh, we rely on set pieces." I don't give a flying
all day,
monkey.
all day.
I don't give a flying monkey. I've
I,
seen
I
teams dismantle us with set pieces in the past.
don't, I
Bolton,
don't, I don't know what that little ginger twat of a former United player, Scholes, is thinking right
that's less of the ginger is this. It's a bit of a
now. Bro,
take it
bro.
back, take it back.
There's some good gingers. I
Apologize
love
quick.
Rooney. Rooney is one
Apologize
ginger
quick.
that I
Apologize
respect.
quick. Let's not
I
do that
love
to the
Rooney.
gingers. Ginger, we give gingers love. But yeah,
No
go on. Say
problem, no problem, no problem. That
go on.
twat, Paul Scholes, bro.
Yeah.
That guy, bro. To say that, to sit here and say that will be the worst champions to ever win the Premier League. How
Who
dare
did
you? When Piers Morgan did his best 11, all time Arsenal best 11. Guess how many players of this current Arsenal team went into that so-called invisible? Four,
Yeah,
four
I
players.
didn't even see that. Which 4 players went in there?
I think Gabriel, Rice, Saka, and who else? Uh,
Gabriel.
yeah,
Gabriel
Gabriel,
for
Rice,
who?
Saka. I think he
For your
put. I think one of the fullbacks. He put in one of the fullbacks. He put in one of the fullbacks. I
hold
can't
on,
remember.
let me read this comment from I'll get back to that one. Hold on a second.
No problem. No
Sis.
problem.
Between those 4 competition we're in right now, which ones do you realistically think we got a chance? Okay, first and foremost, the one which we're actually in the final for, which is only down to 90 minutes. So I think that one, which is obviously the Carabao Cup. I think the Premier League, I think this weekend will be very telling. I think this weekend will be very telling. I think if we push 9 points clear this weekend, That's if we have to beat Sunderland and Newcastle. Sorry, Liverpool beat Man City. At this stage of the league, I can't see them clawing that back. I can't see that clawing that back. So I would declare if we win against Sunderland and Man City lose to Liverpool, who are Aston Villa even playing? I think if results go our way, honestly, I think I can declare that the league is ours. And I know it's gonna be like you're going too early, and I was going against what I've been saying all season, one game at a time. But at this point, I just can't. I just can't see us slipping it. I just can't. And I don't want this to be my final, final words as they say. But Sas, what do you think of that? Which
Yeah, yeah, like you
four
said, yeah, the
competition?
Carabao Cup. I mean, is one close to us. I mean, just 90 minutes.
Mm,
You know. Other than that, followed by the Premiership. Also, I would rather have the Premier League because of Mikel Arteta, bro.
mm,
The narrative, the whacking of the fingers, the 6 years, the the three consecutive second places, the butlers, the so on and so, you know, like we tired of it, you know. Give me the Premier League. Then maybe
mhm.
then maybe the Champions League, and then the FA Cup because we're the most uh we're the most winners of the FA Cup, 14,
More
14
successful club.
times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So I don't really care about that too much. Yeah.
So what? So let me ask you. Yeah,
Yeah.
someone's asking me today in the stands.
Yeah.
Would I rather? Which out of the two would I rather take? The Premier League or the Champions League? And for chat as well. This is for you lot as well. Premier League or Champions League? Which would you rather take?
Oh, definitely the Premier League, bro. The Premier League.
Even
The
though we've
Premier League.
never won the Champions League,
Nah.
and that
Nah.
would get that whole like Chelsea fans, for instance, today. Yeah, there was. I give them this. They were very loud, but all I could hear is "You'll never sing that. You'll never sing." That's all I could hear. I need to put that song
Champions
to
of
bed.
Europe.
I need to put that song to bed.
Nah, bro. We already won it. We won it in '92, right? Against
Uh,
Parma.
is 94, but it wasn't a big one. It
Right?
was not.
Isn't
It was,
yeah?
it
I
was
mean, look, it's still a
Cup
European
Winners'
Cup.
Cup.
It's still the European Cup because that translated into European what's the name?
Yeah,
Europa, right?
yeah, that's Europe. That's Europe. No, 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 no.
Yeah, that's Europa.
No, it went, I think no, 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 no. I think
Yeah, Cup Winners' Cup is Europa. No,
did it go
the
to
one Tottenham
Europa?
won. Yeah.
No, I think it went to UEFA. I think that went to UEFA Cup because remember there was Champions League, UEFA Cup,
Okay,
Cup.
yeah, yeah, UEFA Cup, and then you came to Europa. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm talking about the same lane.
okay, man, like the same rank.
Yeah, it's the same one. Yeah,
But
the
I
same.
think I would love the double. I would love the Champions League. I would love the champ. If it could be the Premier League and the Champions League, I would absolutely love it. Like I know you can give me the treble too if we're going to do the FA Cup or league. I mean, at this point, yeah, we could probably win all four. But I know we're not. But if I had to choose one, I think I'm with you. I think I'm with you with the Premier League.
Yeah, man.
I
The
think I'm with
Premier
you with
League,
the
bro.
Premier League because if we
It's
don't
been
win the
six
Premier
years,
League,
bro. It's been
then it's gonna
six
be
years, bro.
you bottled it, you bottled it, you
But
bottled it, you
there's no
bottled it.
there's no need there's no need rushing for the Champions League. Why? Because our legend, the ballhead, every weekday, I mean every midweek day, he sits on CBS and he's never won the Champions League for us. He rather went to Barcelona and won it. Thierry Henry,
Mm,
and that is why I get mad at him because he himself was in our shoes, right? He was
mhm,
in that final. He had one-on-one chances. He
mm.
missed it,
You missed
you
it.
know. And then he goes on the panel, and then anytime I don't see him defend Mikel, just like Carragher defends Liverpool. Can you imagine Carragher defends Liverpool? Carragher
He
of all
doesn't like.
people,
I don't think Henry likes Mikel Arteta,
he doesn't. He
and
doesn't.
I
And then
don't know why.
you had the opportunity to coach Monaco, and what happened? You got fired. You couldn't do shit with Monaco.
I don't know why he
Thierry,
doesn't like Arteta, and I'm trying to figure it out. because
He
he's been
thinks it's
very
easy, bro.
vocal.
It's not easy. All these Gagnevo went to Spain. We saw what happened.
Mm,
Failed. You know, they go there. They want to act like coaches, and then now they know that no, they don't have any coaching career. They turn into panelists, and then they start bashing all because of jealousy. The reason why they're hating on this guy taking over the English job, the former Chelsea manager,
mm.
the German. You know, the
Oh,
reason why,
Tuchel.
yeah, Tuchel. These Englishmen are they jealous people, bro. All of them, they jealous, and you can't coach. Apart from what's the name, Eddie Howe. Who
Mm.
else? Maybe I'll say Steve Bruce. I'll give Steve Bruce maybe a shot.
Yeah, now
Like these
the
guys can
English
coach, you
the
know.
English coaches.
And then
Uh,
you hear and then you hear schools coming out to say we will be the worst. Why are we the worst? And then they sat there. What's the name? Jason Cundy and what's the name? One of these guys, one of these panelists sat there and said, "Arsenal will be the only champions never to be remembered." That's a lie. That's a
oh,
big. That's a
don't
big
mind,
lie. No,
don't mind that. Is it,
nobody remembers that Liverpool
what's
team that won last season's Premier League.
what's his name
Nobody
again?
remember that team.
Jamie O'Hara,
Jamie O'Hara,
the
Jamie
prick.
O'Hara. Look, everybody's gonna remember this team. Why? They're masterclasses at set piece. Never ever seen in the history of football. That's something unique.
They will
That's something
listen.
unique,
Arsenal fans will make sure nobody forgets this team.
bro.
He doesn't even know what's coming.
You know what you know what I want. I want us when we win when we win. There was a name, the Premier League. I want them to at least get a sculpture of the whole team with Gabriel holding the Connor flag and all of them cheering in front of the Emirates Stadium. Either do that or maybe give me a sculpture of Declan Rice with that Arsenal. Arsenal was the name scarf that he took a picture with when he first signed for
First
Arsenal.
time. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, bro. Give him a sculpture, bro. That kid, bro. You see, I was on him, and then these two consecutive games, he stepped up. I'm now backing him because I'm looking up to him. If this team is
Yes,
gonna do something,
I remember you were saying
yeah,
all he does is ego
yeah,
and
yeah.
making sure the camera
He was
catches
letting
him.
the media get into look. That's the last thing you want to do as a team. You look, you have a set piece, you have something working for you. Stop listening to the media, bro. Work it out, bro. Stick on it. Stick on it. If you're doing something right, that is where you see people talking or people talk. That's where you know that you're doing something right. Do not lose it. It's precious. Emery inverted set pieces now. Is inventive set pieces now. It's not working for him. Liverpool, at some point in time, were doing that. It's not working for them. It's
Hmm.
not working for them. United is invented set pieces. They're using Maguire. Probably working for them sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, Chelsea are trying because they have a bunch of short guys in front. All the little guys, Neto, all these little guys. None of them can
Enzo,
hit them.
Cucurella.
You know,
Yeah.
Arteta knew what he was doing. He had two big guys as centre back to head the ball. He went to get Norgard, who is very good in the air. People don't know Norgard is very good in the air. He's
Mhm.
very good in the air, bro. He
And
doesn't
that's what I
fear.
was saying. Why? That's what I was saying. I think that's one of the reasons why Skelly hasn't got a look in
Nah,
over
forget
Calafiori. I
about
think is the height. If you
it.
look at
Strictly
if
don't bring up my agenda shit, bro.
no. Before don't even go into that rubbish again, bro. Um, Skelly had a great season. His debut season, his breakthrough season last season. Yeah, and I remember the game, and I know I've said this before. I remember the game at Old Trafford this season. Yeah, and I think the players were doing a guard of not a guard of honor, but like it's, I think someone had died. It might have been Jota, I don't know, or maybe I can't remember who it was. But before the game, all the players stood around the halfway, the center circle, and the camera was panning from the back of the players, so you could see their name or their numbers. bro, we look huge. Calafiori, Gabby,
Hmm.
Saliba,
Hmm.
um, Rice. I
Hmm.
just looked. I think,
You're
fucking
correct.
hell,
Marino.
Marino. These guys are giants.
They're
Like,
giants.
so when we get these set pieces, yeah, just on ratio
Bro, even
alone,
Timber. Even Timber looks huge. Timber is
Timber. I
like
think
5'8" or five foot
Timber. I
nine.
think what he lacks in height, he makes in like bulldog. He's like a bulldog. You know, he's got a bulldog stature.
What he lacks in height, he
You know what
makes
I'm
in
saying? He's like a bulldog stature, bro. So yeah. But Lebu says here, from 2004 as an Arsenal fan, this is the very first time I've been convinced we're gonna get some silverware this season. A double at least, EPL and Carabao. I feel the same. I feel the same. But I think what will be interesting now is to see how we handle our nerves, psychological nerves. You know, these boys have been beaten up psychologically like the last week.
Are you saying psychological or are you saying psychological, bro?
Psychological, not psychological, psychological. Well, you
Because
could
I'm
say
about to ask you
psychological.
questions, bro.
You could say
Where
psychological.
is
I
your
know.
boy Stricto? Where he did now?
Uh-uh. He's injured, bro.
Where is your boy Stricto?
He's not your.
Do
So
you have
Saka's not
his
your.
number,
Saka's not your
bro?
boy.
He's not my boy. Where is your boy, man? Checking out again, right?
Oh, you're starting this bullshit again,
Shout
Sass.
out to my
Sass,
Dwayne, bro.
did you see that
Where
I
is?
posted it on Instagram? Did you see the insults you were getting?
No problem, bro. I'm
Did you
good.
see, did you
I'm
go on my
good.
Instagram? You see it. You
I'm
see the
good.
insults you were
I'm
getting.
good. I'm good. I said what I feel, bro. I said what I feel. I said what I feel, bro.
For
Where is
those of
he?
you that know,
You still
Sass
having
was saying that.
problem? Look, tell
Sass was
him.
saying that.
Look. I have a message for these Haaland kids. Him, Waneri, even though
Mhm,
Waneri is on loan,
mhm,
and that little guy, Miles Lewis Kelly.
mhm,
Look, Miles Lewis Kelly. I have news, inside news. This little kid got
mhm.
first team, and then all these little girls start to slid in his DMs.
Let's stop this rubbish.
I have
Stop,
videos, bro. Strict,
stop
I'm
this.
not gonna lie to you. I have
Stop.
videos
See that?
where they were cheering him. Look, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing bad with it. There's not bad. There's nothing bad.
Which videos? Which videos do
He's
you
a
have?
high school kid. He's a high school kid. You know, and look, it's bound to happen. It's bound to happen. All these little girls will start flaunting on you. You lose focus. I think that is what is happening to Wanyeri and Miles Lewis Kelly. Okay, now Wanyeri is a very good decision that Mikel had to take him to France. He's now in France, away from all the shenanigans. You know, he's gonna better himself. If if push come to shove, why not send Miles Lewis Kelly on what is the name on loan too to
Nah,
Italy?
you can't, man, because Calafiori is too injury.
The
Calafiori is too injury
only
prone.
reason why I'll give him a slack, I'll cut him a slack is he's very good at the Champions League. For some reason, Miles Lewis Kelly has mastered the Champions League. One of his best games is the Champions League. You get me, and that's the reason why he, for some reason, he like out of the blue he finds himself in the Champions League. He plays so well. You know, he's able to maneuver the midfield, carry the ball. You know, from 20 yards run, you know, and I'm looking to see that in the Premiership. I don't know. Maybe it's because the Premiership is much more of a
Yeah,
difficult league
the
to play.
Premier League, the Champions League is a competition with teams with ego, teams that are good in their country and they want to represent their country at the highest. So no team goes there too defensive. Everyone goes there to play and to play their game, which usually falls in Arsenal's hands because we rely on teams that are fluent and open. That way we can play our game. You know, it's not too difficult for us. You know, but Skelly, let me tell you this: yeah, Skelly's a baller. I don't care what nobody says, and even what you're saying there,
Well, he's a bowler. He's a
he-
bowler.
he's a baller. He's shown that on more than one occasion. But I think this season, I genuinely believe, I think it's the height thing. I really do believe it's the height thing. You know, Calafiori wasn't getting a look in last season. The times when he was fit, but I think Arteta's looked at him for, okay, where can I gain advantage? If we're good at set pieces and you know and we're really good at them, Do I go for Calafiori, who's a goal
Remember,
scorer himself?
remember, people were coming at Arteta for signing Califury.
Yep. Give me someone who came Arteta. A
So
few,
give
a
you
few,
what?
a few content creators did. Yes, I do remember people saying that. Why the fuck have we got this guy when we've got Lewis Skelly? If we would have just been patient. But listen, everything is by design at Arsenal. Everything's by design. Even when Marino came, no one really understood why we got Marino, and then we got to see what he was about, especially in even in the Champions League. Do you remember the game at Real Madrid? And
Mm-hmm.
he gave that ball to Saka.
Mm-hmm.
He created that chance for Saka, and Saka chipped it over Courtois. That was Marino's ball. You know,
Mourinho's slick with those
if
passes, man.
If Kevin De Bruyne had put that ball in, everyone would be hyping it.
You remember the pass he gave Trossard this season
Which one?
when we score when we score was the name what game was that? 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 He gave Trossard a pass this season.
And the trust I score from it, yeah.
Yeah,
There we
Trossard
go.
that had to turn and then smash the ball. I forgot
So
how
we,
bad.
so we know he's got create ability to create. My thing is just he's a bit stiff sometimes, But I think give him the time. If he's given time, he will pick out a pass. Even the ball. What about the one for Eze in the in the Premier League? I think it was our first goal against Tottenham. I'm pretty sure it was Marino's ball to
Oh,
either
it was
Eze or
Tottenham.
Trossard.
Yeah, that was it. Tottenham.
Oh, was that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. When he gave Trossard the ball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Tottenham.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And
Look,
he gave one to
I've,
Eze prior, and Eze flopped these lines.
mhm. Look, I've come to realize one thing. Strict up. Remember, I was talking to you about the world class winger. I think with the way Mikel had bit
Bro,
had
I don't
built,
trust you. I don't trust you in that conversation, bro.
I think with the way Mikel had built this team, I don't think if he brings in, I mean, name a world class midfielder with a Champions League. Uh,
Vitinha, Vitinha from
okay, if
PSG.
it's if it, I mean winger maybe
Oh,
right
winger.
winger. Vinicius, let's say Vinicius.
Okay.
I don't think Vinicius is gonna do the dirty. What's the name? Tracking back and winning duels. No, I don't think
Yeah,
so.
that will eliminate him from even coming to Arsenal.
Yeah, yeah, I don't think so.
And not
And
only
look,
that, not only that, yeah.
neither will the other kid that we were trying to get before and letting Trossard go. The other kid, the other Brazilian kid,
Rodrigo.
Rodrigo. Neither would he.
I think Rodrigo is probably more likely to do the
No, to
dirty
track
work.
the way Martinelli does. No, I don't think so.
I think Rodrigo's more. I think more Vinicius, yeah. And I love Vinicius. I think he's a crazy baller. But I think if you're looking at Arsenal squad, if you look at every player that plays for Arsenal, yes, Saka gets more love probably than everyone else, yeah. But that's because of the Haaland Academy stuff, right? But if
Mhm.
you look at that squad, we don't have not one superstar there. Not
Mhm.
one superstar. You might say Declan Rice is a superstar, but he wasn't signed as a superstar.
No,
People argued about why we paid 100 and something million.
bro.
But
Our
when I
only
say we
superstar
don't
is
have any
G14, bro.
superstar, he's not a superstar. Everyone there at Arsenal
Um,
tracks back. There's no one
um,
there with an ego. There's no one there who thinks, oh, I'm too big to track back. I'm too big to chase back. Literally, everybody has to put in a shift. That is how the Arsenal mechanism works.
mhm. I think that our only superstar is G14, bro.
He's
That's the
not a
only
superstar.
superstar we signed. 99 goals or 95
No,
goals.
he's not a superstar, bro.
And he's a superstar, bro. He's a superstar before he came to us. Let's
He's not a
not act
superstar.
like when he came. Look, everybody was looking at him. Everybody was looking at him like gold when he touched down at the Emirates, bro. Let's not forget when
No, no, no. I
Joggers
don't.
came here, bro. Don't do that. He's our
No, no,
star.
no. He's not a
Let's find a
superstar.
way to play around. Let's find a way to play around him. Look, like I said, Stricto. This team is really, really sophisticated, bro. I think it's like they still haven't. haven't realized what Arteta had built, bro. Arteta was in the lab building a nuclear weapon, and these guys were asleep. They are
So
asleep, and they're still asleep
do
until
you,
until the going gets going. And there's a reason why. There's a reason why Man City could is still struggling to catch up to Arsenal, even though Arsenal is failing to take. I mean, to take advantage to maybe a double digit was the name difference in points. There's a reason why. Other than that, this league is the most difficult league. Most difficult league. Don't be fooled that the last team, right, this week could probably beat the team in the top four.
mm,
This is the Premiership, you know. There's not any other joke of a league. There's not any other famous league like the Spanish
but
league.
hear
Yeah,
what I'm saying to you, yeah?
yeah.
And this is another thing. I think you make a great point. I think Arteta's designed this team, yeah? And this team is a fantastic team. I genuinely think, and maybe I'm being biased because of my liking to Arteta
Hmm.
and how he's brought this club forward, yeah. But I genuinely think another manager would struggle to get the tune out of these players like how Arteta's done. I
Fact.
genuinely, I genuinely believe people are saying, "Oh yeah, if we sack him, we can bring this guy in." But you have to realize every single player, but Saka and maybe Martinelli, yeah, and Saliba, everyone else is Arteta's player. Never knew who Gabriel was till we signed him. Yeah, never. Maybe you might tell me. Maybe you watch the French league. I definitely don't watch the French league. Never knew
I
who
saw
he
him
was.
one or twice in the French
Right,
league.
I certainly didn't. I'll say majority of people wouldn't have known him as a household name. Yeah. Um. Um. Who else
I think Emery signed him, bro.
was it? No, it was Arteta. It was Arteta's first signing. He was
Really?
Arteta's. Gabby was Arteta's first signing. Um, and then if you look at Odegaard for instance, right? Odegaard was a young protege at Real Madrid. Didn't really work out. He went
Hmm.
on loan and just kept going on loan, and he
Yeah,
came to us on
Sociedad.
loan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sociedad came to us on loan, and then Arteta convinced him to stay, and then we signed him, and he sort of did well in them early periods. Yeah, and then even Granit Xhaka, for instance, yeah, he was another player. I was like, get rid of this guy. Arteta came in, looked at Xhaka and said, "You know what? The issue is not that you're not a good player. The issue is you're too deep. If I push you up front, up further up the pitch, even if you lose the ball up the pitch, there's still time for recovery. The defense can recover, the midfield can recover and back you up." Xhaka had the best season he had at Arsenal when Arteta came. Best season. To the point where when he was leaving, and as much as I disliked him, I was like, nah, we can't get rid of Xhaka. We need Xhaka. And then who else? Timber. I never heard of Timber like that. I'll be honest with you. I've seen him play. I didn't know which one he was, whether it was his brother or him. I don't know. But they brought in Timber. Timber had an injury, and God knows how s- sick he could have even been without this injury. Because people forget having an ACL is a life career defining injury, bro. This guy is playing football like he's never been injured. Yeah, and
Shout out to the doctors. They did a very good job.
you know. And then who else did we get? Who else did Arteta get? I mean, so many players. But the point I'm trying to make is, yeah,
Yeah, too.
he built this team deliberately.
I think
Like,
the only signing that really pay did not pay well, or did not what was the name, give us a run. I mean, did not pay well. Was what's the name of that kid? Uh, Nakonga.
oh yeah, yeah. I mean, there's definitely been shocking. La Conga and then the other dude from Portugal as well, Nuno Tavares.
Tavares, Nuno.
Yeah,
I mean,
Tavares.
Nuno was good. It's just that he was
Erratic.
too, yeah, he was too
Yeah, erratic.
erratic. You know, he was too erratic. He was too erratic. You know, it's like he has this kind of anxiety, or he's quick to do things. Like other than that, Nuno was good. You know, Tavares was good. He was good. I like Tavares.
Yeah.
I mean, he was good at was. I think he went to Fulham, right? on loan.
I
Right?
think it was Forest. I think wasn't it Forest
In
or yeah,
Fulham or
for
Forest?
Forest. Forest. I
At
think he went
Forest
Forest.
first. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean he had a good spell at Forest. You know,
And then even Kai Havertz, for instance, that's another player that Arteta's built.
Kai.
Arteta's relied on. I mean, Kai pointing at the Arsenal crest today tells me everything I need to know about him. He's ready to die for Arsenal if
I
he can
think
stay
I
fit.
think I think I think those were the signings. Those two signings that actually generated with us was Kai and Merino. I think slow but sure, we got used to those signings because still, I can tell you, there's actually a good 60 to 70% of us now who still do not think Kai was really a good signing. There's no doubt
That's mad
about
to
that.
me.
You know,
That's mad to me. I think he's proved it. I think he's proved himself.
no. I think the only way Kai's argument will end is if we go on to win this trophy, we could at least use that trophy to counter or superimpose whatever argument anybody's trying to raise against Kai. And then again, if we go further to win the league, I think it would dead the argument. Even with the argument of Jokeres, you know, I think it would dead the argument. It would dead a lot of arguments. The argument about Mikel being here for 6 years, he's 7 here. You know, there's so many things that I think winning a trophy this season, at least two trophies, it will actually end that narrative. That false narrative that is out there. Other than
Mm.
that, look, we deserve it. We deserved it last year. We deserved it. We deserved it the year before, and we deserve it last 3 years, bro. We
Leopard said
deserve.
Arteta
We
doesn't
deserve.
want to unleash us. He's too tactical, systematic, detail oriented. Carrick freed Bruno in his first game and charge, and look how that turned to be. No, 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 no. Here's the thing.
That's the reason why we're up there.
Here's the thing. Exactly. It's easy for Man United right now to play football. They've got a manager who doesn't really have anything to lose because he's interim. So whether he performs bad or good, the only thing that can come out of it, he's in a win-win situation, right? So he can allow them to set up freely. They're not in any competitions. Yeah. Right now they're chasing top four. How we're playing right now, yeah, is very sustainable. Do you understand? It's very sustainable. Sas, turn off your YouTube, bro. It's very, very sustainable. What Man United have right now is a free hit. We don't have a free hit. Literally, the pressure is piling on what we have to achieve this season. Man United, they're out of every cup. FA Cup,
I
League
think they're
Cup.
in the FA Cup, right?
No, they're out. No, they're out. Brighton knocked them out.
Oh shit, bro.
Brighton knocked them out.
Bro, you know what I was praying for? I swear to God, I was praying to meet United in the FA Cup. I swear
Bro,
to God.
the only way you can meet United in the FA Cup is if you go to bed and close your eyes, bro. And you dream it. That's the that's the only way you're meeting United in the
Yo,
FA
that
Cup.
that Michael Carrick, bro, he has something on Mikel, bro.
It's
He
every
has
time
to
he's
pay,
played
bro.
us,
Bro,
he's had
he
a free
has to
hit.
pay, bro.
Every time he's played us, he's had the free hit. Put something on the line and let's see. Put something on the line and you'll
He,
see he has to think different. He has to set his team up different. But he had a free hit. His job ain't on the line.
that's true. That is
Amarim,
true.
that's why every time Amarim's played us, yeah, his job's been on the line. Okay, cool. Bar the FA Cup loss that we lost by penalties, cool. But put something on the line. It's a whole different ball game. The free hits
Hopefully,
don't work the
hopefully,
same
hopefully,
when
hopefully,
something's
they
on the
give
line.
him a permanent contract for him to stay till next season. I think they will.
They probably will, but I think they're waiting to see what managers will become available after the World Cup. I
That would
think
be stupid. That would be
Mauricio
stupid if they let him go, bro.
Pochettino's one they're looking at. They've always been looking at. I think he's at the World Cup. I think two shows at the World Cup. So they're looking to see what happens after the World Cup
I
before
don't
they
think
get
so.
played?
Stricto, I
The
don't
manager.
think so,
You don't think
bro.
so?
After beating City at home, traveling to the Emirates to beat the leaders, the league leaders, and
Free
then
hit,
beating Fulham.
free hit, bro. It's a free hit. It's a free hit.
I think they're gonna give it. Look, I'm begging, yo, United, if you listen to us, push your your managers and your owners to give Carrick the what's the name, the job.
Full time.
Yeah, let us meet next season.
Guys,
Give
don't
me
forget to hit the likes, people. Hit the likes, hit the likes. I keep forgetting to say that
give
before
me
you take your
give me
next breath.
Tonali. That's
Hit
all
the
I ask.
likes, hit the likes.
Give
But
me the
Saf,
Tonali.
I'm gonna end it here, man. I'm gonna try and watch this
No,
stuff. I've
no,
done an hour and a half emergency stream. Don't forget, guys, before you leave, I beg you, slap the likes. I need the algorithm gods on my side. So hit the likes, hit the likes. And from we're gonna end it here. It's been a good stream. I've had a good conversation. Kai Havertz, Arsenal goalkeepers, positioning, what we could achieve this season. It's all been a big mix. Big up all of you in the chats. Big up Agenda Sass. That's his name from now on because Sass has agendas.
I'm
So
not. I'm not. I didn't even say anything when I came in. When I
no, no,
came in,
no. But that name remains, bro. You're not coming on this stream without
I didn't
agenda.
even say anything. I didn't even
No,
say
no, no, no,
anything
no. You're
when I
agenda
came in.
Sass. Agenda
But
Sass.
then
Even
again, call your boy, bro. That his hips. Let him fix it, bro.
he's starting his agenda. That's Saka. But yeah, big up everyone. I will end the stream now. So Saturday I'll be back on for the Sunderland game, and I'll also be doing a hate watch for the Liverpool Man City game. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Again, I appreciate everyone locked in. Don't forget to hit the likes before you leave. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And
Come on,
we're
you.
I went from strict to strict, strict. Understand? Only person I owe is myself. Strict. I went